Hello and welcome, my beautiful beings. It is your intuitive journey and guide and your modern day medicine woman, Allison. Today, I join you by candlelight. Why am I joining you by candlelight? Because it is the power of fire. It is the solar plexus energy. And I really wish that my earth chakra and my water chakra, so my root chakra and my sacral chakra would have been filmed in those environments, but I wasn't smart enough to think about that then. But I am smart enough to think about it now. So here we are by candlelight. I hope you're enjoying the glow and the view. And let's go ahead and jump in. So we've already discussed the root chakra. We know that is the base of our being. And we have already discussed the sacral chakra. And we know that is our fluid, that is the water in our system and how we process emotions and how we express ourselves sexually and creatively. So now we are heading into the solar plexus, the I am mechacenter of the human being, the ego, the self. Now this is ruled by the sun, and this also rules over Aries and Scorpio. So my fellow Aries and Scorpios out there, this is your center. Shine bright, right? So if this is really vibing with you right now, then congratulations. I guess, I don't know. I hope this is really vibing with all of you right now. But if not, whatever. We will continue along, right? So this is an area of the body where we process things. This is where we process our food, where we process our emotions, and we process all those things and we use them to either better us or they make us sick because we don't know how to process them properly. I feel like a lot of ailments come from not being able to process emotions. You know, we have the emotions in our sacral area, but how are we processing them? Like a lot of belly aches come from the solar plexus, you know, because we're not processing our emotions correctly. This is what they call the digestive fire. And even if you're not eating, sometimes you can get indigestion because, you know, you're processing weird emotions and stuff like that. So, yeah. It also deals with the self-image and the ego. And the whole point of everything that I am leading you towards is removing the ego. And I'm not saying that the ego is a bad thing, because we need the ego. That's who we are. That's how we show up in the world, is our ego. But we're not that, if that makes any sense. I know I've said that before, but here we are in the solar plexus and we're talking about that. But it is the ego and it's the self-will. But it's different than what we're used to. Like, our ego gets damaged a lot by expectations. I think that is a situation there. Like, I really feel like that our ego gets damaged a lot by expectations. So if you feel like you wanted somebody to do something and they didn't do it, and then you got bummed about it and you got sad and you were like, how dare they treat me like this, or whatever. That's the ego. So think about that real quick. Wrap your mind around that. That is not that person. That is your ego getting offended and upset because they want to control that person in that situation. But the solar plexus isn't about controlling other people. It's about controlling yourself, setting your own boundaries, and following through with your own boundaries. And if you watched my sacral video, you know that I have some issues with following through some of my boundaries. And that's something I'm working on. Personal boundaries, of course. So let's see what I got. Because, you know, I have my board. I've informed you that I have my board, but there's a lot for me to talk about. So I'm just going to kind of get to it. I'm going to try to slow down. I'm going to try to slow down. I got my orange juice. It's actually tangerine juice, and it is perfect for the solar plexus. So I'm going to sip on that. Lemon water is really good for the solar plexus as well. So that lemon water is good anyways. Super hydrating. So get your lemon water on. So when to work with the solar plexus. You'll see people who are constantly apologizing. They constantly feel bad. Like every time they like accidentally bump you, oh, I'm sorry, or just being a normal human being in normal life, doing normal things, and then they just start apologizing. So yeah, I think that's the thing to look for when you need to work on your solar plexus. You're overly modest, like you're just buttoned up, and you know, you don't feel confident in yourself. So like you're covered up. So that's a very big solar plexus issue, and you might want to consider working on that. And if you have that, if you're passive aggressive, I'm not really passive about being aggressive. Like if it's time for me to be aggressive, I'm going to be aggressive. But you really have to like, what do they say? Poke the beast, I guess. That's not what they say, but that's what I'm saying. So if you're exhausted all the time, you need to work on your solar plexus, because we have a lot of stamina. We get a lot of stamina from this area. This is our fire. This is what gets us going. And, you know, on that concept too, if you're not eating properly, you're not giving yourself enough energy to burn, you're not giving yourself the proper foods to burn, to create the energy that you need. If you're just eating sugar, you're crashing. I can go back to food with every single one of these, and I will, because I have a list of foods that you should eat to like work on that solar plexus. So if you're exhausted and you're constantly drinking caffeine, consider looking at your solar plexus and what you're consuming in that matter. So let's talk about excessiveness and deficiency. So excessiveness, I'm going to run over these words real quick, and then I'm going to touch back on a few of them real quick. So we have judgmental. So you're very judgmental with people. You get very angrily easy. You're kind of aggressive. You have bad digestion, and you're self-centered. So if this is an excessive, so if you're burning too hot, you're going to judge people, but that judgment is just a reflection of you. So what you're judging in that person is something that you're judging in yourself, and that's not cool. So like, stop judging people. I mean, like, it's hard. I try not to judge people, but sometimes I'm like, that girl is a mess. But, even if she's a mess, I'm still going to love her the way she is. But, it's hard to not judge a person. Like, it just is. Your morals go there, and like what you were taught, and, you have to change your mind about those things as well. So anger, like you anger really easily, or you're always in anger all the time. I know this person, and I just was like, she's just so fucking angry. Like, why is she so angry? Like, I couldn't even be around her. She was so angry. I was just like, how do you live with that much anger? So if you see the person that's angry all the time, I guarantee that they have like an overactive solar plexus, and they really need to find some balance in there. A person that's very aggressive, I've been told that I'm aggressive, but like I've said before, I don't find that I'm aggressive. I just think I'm really passionate about the things that I believe in, and I'm going to stand up for myself. So if that's aggression, then so be aggression, but I'm definitely going to stand up for myself. Like who wouldn't stand up for themselves, right? So self-centered, we all know one of those people who, no matter what's going on in your life, their life's more important. Like, it's all about them all the time. Me, 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 me. My mind, my mind. This is mine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. So we all know that kind of person. And that reflects, that's back to the ego thing too. We need our egos stroked. We need to feel good. We need other people to make us feel good. And we don't need other people to make us feel good. We have the power to feel good about ourselves at any time we want without anybody else telling us that we look good or whatever it is. So excessiveness, all those things I just mentioned, definitely excessive. Deficiency, you have no get up and go. Like, you have no fire, you have no desire, you have no passions whatsoever. You know, you're just like, that is like a bummer. You got to work on that. If you are just, you have no fire, no passion, you know, you're very passive, you're like, whatever. You know, I understand being tired sometimes. You're just like, whatever, you want to order, I don't care. But no passion and just being completely passive and just being like, whatever, you know, that's a low energy, and we want to have that balance. So something to consider working with. Let me see. Lack of confidence. That's a hard one. That is so hard. Confidence is so fucking hard. And here I am putting my face underneath a candle on YouTube and no makeup on, just kind of winging it. And that in itself is confidence. You know, like, and you got to move in order to get confidence. You just got to like, it's kind of like a fake it till you make it kind of thing with that. Yeah, there's that, fake till you make it. But so the lack of confidence, it is a very hard thing to work on. Like, it's not easy. It's taken me a really long time to get where I'm at right now. To get to where like others people's opinion of me doesn't fucking matter. I am who I am. I've been through what I've been through. And, you know, I understand that that is a very, very hard thing to process. Like, you know, growing up, we were made fun of all the time. Like, I know I was made fun of all the time. When I was in elementary, they used to call me Snot Rod. Yeah. Never had a boyfriend. Like, I was like the ugly duckling. I had really bad hair. And if you've seen my other videos now, I have like the most gorgeous hair. It's crazy. They really teased me about my hair when I was little. But yeah, so that goes to where I said caring what other people think. Don't give a fuck what those people think. They're not you. They're not living your life. Like, so if you care what other people think, you need to work on that solar plexus energy, baby. You need to light that fire up within yourself and know that you are that flame, you know, like, yeah, you are that flame. You are that sun power. So, all right. And if it is balanced, if this energy is balanced, you will be joyful and energetic and responsible and protective of your own personal boundaries. So yeah, you will have honor, and you will work from a place of integrity. These are balanced items. You know, I say items, but on a checklist, yes, they're balanced items. But this is that neutral ground, you know, and we all have these issues going on, and we're all working through them. And the solar plexus is here to remind us that, like, we're not perfect. We're just fucking human, and we're doing our fucking best. But like, don't let people tell you what your best should be. That's a good thing right now, right? Don't let people tell you what your best should be. So, all right, let's get into some of this other stuff real quick, okay? Fasting is a really good way to like improve the solar plexus area. Just, you know, even if you're not fasting, like, choose a day out of the week where you don't eat meat the whole day, or choose a day out of the week where you don't eat sugar all day, or choose a day out of the week where you don't do like one thing that you do all the time. Like, choose a day out of that week where you decide that you're not going to do it. And that's a good way to fast without actually fasting, but it's like giving your body a break. And I know that a lot of people do juice cleanses and stuff like that. I'm sorry, I smoke weed, I get hungry. I'm not going to do no damn juice fasting. No, I will like cut meat out for the day or something. I'm not going to fucking fast. Like, I'm not. But if you're into it, fast away. It's a good way to clear that, excess stuff that's going on in there. Ginger tea is also a good thing. Like, drink a lot of good teas and stuff. Like, there are dandelion teas, a good one for that as well. But yeah, so if you are into fasting and juice cleanses, get on it when you're having some excessive solar plexus stuff going on. Or even when you're just like, you just can't digest. It's a good idea to, like, every once in a while I take a day off where I don't eat any meat. Like, it's sometimes you gotta give your belly a break, right? All right, so your gut feelings, your intuition is in here. That moment where you're like, oh, fuck, gotta do this. Like, that like quick reflexes, that comes from your gut. That's your intuition. Now we think it's up here, and that's not necessary. I mean, it is, but I think I explained this in a different video, like my very first video when I talked about this. This is a knowing and this is a reactive. So this is a reactive gut feeling. This is a reactive intuition. This is like your primal intuition almost. Like, you're just like, fuck, I gotta go. Or like, when you just don't have a good feeling about something, that is an intuitive feeling. It's a reactive feeling to a situation. Okay, so trust your guts. I'm working on that. So trust your gut. So if your guts are speaking, you better listen. So let's go to the sounds that we can use when we are dealing with our solar plexus. We have ram, bam, 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 bam. So I'm gonna inhale, exhale, do the damn thing, or exhale, do the damn thing. So give me a minute to. As the sirens are going off in the background. I don't know if you can hear it, but light that shit up. Solar plexus. I don't know if it's a fire truck or an ambulance or a cop, but that, yeah, it just kind of went with it if you heard it. So. And then your hertz is 364. If you go on YouTube and type under 364 hertz, it'll pull up all the vibrations and frequencies that you can listen to help balance, clear, and just give power back to that solar plexus. So yeah, pop, metal, and rock is the solar plexus music that you should listen to. So I don't know, like, I can see pop. Pop is very, like, it gets you happy, and, like, your solar plexus is definitely, like, a happy space. Like, when we laugh out of our bellies and stuff like that. So pop very much so. Metal is very driving. When I think of metal, I definitely, think of those archetypes I have up there as Scorpio and Aries when I think of metal. Like, I do, like, the depth of Scorpio and the pure on drive of Aries. Like, I just feel metal. I get metal from them. And rock, you just rocking out, man. Like, I can get that too. I've never really thought about solar plexus energy music like that. I don't know what I would associate it with. Pop, rock, metal. Maybe pop. I feel poppy with that. Solar plexus energy, right? Okay, so if you want to, like, tune into those kind of musics, right? All right, so foods, we got bananas, lemon, pineapple, spaghetti, squash, and grains. Anything yellow here. So I love maybe some bananas, lemon water. Even if you're not working on your solar plexus, drink your lemon water. Like, I highly just drink your damn lemon water. water, fine. Lemon water, better. You know, drink that damn lemon water. Like, shit. You could put pineapple in your water if you want to drink pineapple water instead of pineapple juice because it's thick and, like, you know, you could just put some pineapple in your water. And if you've never had spaghetti squash, you're missing out because the shit's delish. I make a killer spaghetti squash dinner with some no tomato sauce, which is tomato sauce without tomatoes, but it's amazing. So, yep, your food's there, and we have some affirmations. I am powerful and capable. I am powerful and capable. I am powerful and capable. I follow my purpose and my passion. I do follow my purpose and my passions. And I hope that you guys can find the courage, solar plexus, to follow your purposes. Purpose is, maybe you have multiple ones. I know I do. I have multiple purposes. Like, yeah. So, you know, maybe I hope that you do find the courage to follow your purpose and your passions. And hopefully I am here to help guide you on that journey to doing so, right? Okay. And I trust my instincts. That one's hard because, you know, we're not connected, but hopefully one day we'll all be connected. We're all traveling down this path. I'm a little bit ahead of you guys, maybe, or if you're watching and you're already there, bravo. Good job. Good job. We're all getting there. So, yes, aromatherapy, your smells, bringing the smells into the situation. Cinnamon, peppermint. Peppermint's really good for your digestion. Drink that peppermint. Cinnamon's really good for weight loss. So if you put cinnamon in your water, it helps with weight loss. So you can do cinnamon and lemon. Maybe not. It's an idea. But cinnamon, you can put cinnamon in your water. Helps with your metabolism. Peppermint, really good for indigestion. Clove. Anybody else smoke clove cigarettes when they were young? I did. I was really into it was my goth years. I was like, life sucks, man. Clove cigarettes. It wasn't like life sucked, but it was like death. Yeah, that's more like what it was, like that. Yeah, clove cigarettes. I smoked clove cigarettes when I was young, so. Yeah, lemongrass. Lemongrass is really good tea. It's very sweet. It's yummy, yummy, yummy. It's part of the mint family, and cypress. So if you got some cypress oil at Christmas time, you'll have, it's pine. Never mind. X that. But cypress. Find you some cypress. Burn it up. You probably could find cypress and stick it with some cinnamon and wrap it together and make a smudging tool. Great idea. Great idea. I do not have any of my crystals. I do have 2 crystals on. I will put a flash on this underneath the sun, which the sun is fire. So solar plexus is fire. This all makes sense. I will put a flash of that under there. But crystals that you can work with are amber, the sunstone, and citrine. There are a few other crystals. You just have to check them out. But one of my favorite, when I was young, my mom was really into amber. And I really became into amber too. Like if you've ever seen like a really good piece of amber, it sometimes has bugs in it. And that is really cool. So let's see here if I can see. It's like tree sap, and it's like prehistorical tree sap. It's hard. I know I got the lights off, but I like it. I like the lights off. I think it was really good to work with a solar plexus like this. So, all right. And your herbs, babies, your herbs are fennel, raspberry leaf, marshmallow, not the candies, but like there's actually marshmallow leaf and marshmallow root, and they're really good for the stomach as well. Like they're really good for the digestive system. They're really good for mouth sores. So marshmallow really helps out a lot too. Lemongrass again. And that's like good tea. It's good tea. Motherwort and ginger. I will always stress ginger no matter what. I think it is a really good herb. Root. It's an herb. It's a root. It is a root. Ginger is a root. Remember this, Allison, when you're telling people what things are, that ginger is a root. I know that I've mentioned ginger several times before, and I'm pretty sure that I called it an herb like an idiot, and I know that it's a root. So, whatevs. I'm a human being. All right, and so that is our solar plexus energy, and I hope that kind of let you know what that's about. And we've done this underneath a fire because it's like fire energy. I feel like a hobo warming my bones above the fires. But I got my solar plexus glasses here. So it looks like I got jaundice. All right, you guys, thanks for tuning in. If you liked my content, give me a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell so the next time that I drop weird content, you can know when it happens. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed and grateful that you guys have joined me working underneath the candlelight. And I will be back tomorrow with the heart chakra. And I'm really, really going to try to open up and speak from a place of my heart in that area for you guys. I'm already like getting and show you guys that it's okay to cry, especially if it's on camera, right? So tomorrow, that heart chakra, one of my favorite chakras, even though it's going to make me cry right now. Until then, I love you guys and have a blessed day, evening, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are. And I will see you next time.